with a dear, dear friend here at the M Resort, one of the top hosts, if not the top host in Las Vegas, Nevada. He's been around the block about 50 times. In fact, I believe back in the day, he opened the original Flamingo. It's our buddy, Pat Traficant. And Pat, it's good to see you.
Nice seeing you again,
From
Mike.
Youngstown, Ohio, this way at Cleveland, right?
Yes.
How long you been out here now?
31 years.
Okay, and when you first came out here, did you know anybody? Did you have people that, you know, were going to be waiting for you? Did you just come out here as a kid going, hey,
well, I wasn't a kid. I was 35 years old.
Okay.
And I had a few friends dealing here, and I came out and left my family at home for 3 months to make sure I could get a job and make means for us.
So you come out here, what was the first property you worked at?
I worked at the Al Cortez downtown.
Okay.
I did my apprenticeship down there. And back in those days, you had to go downtown before you could get on the strip as a dealer.
But you're at the M Resort now, which is in Henderson, Nevada, beautiful property. Give us a list of the places you've worked at. Do you remember?
I worked at the Al Cortez, the Las Vegas Hilton, the Tropicana, the Sands, the MGM, the Rio, Green Valley Ranch, and now I'm at my home place, the M.
So you've been at 8 places, so you're sort of like the Kurt Thomas of casino hosts, the guy that plays for the Bulls, and you know, but he's effective. But isn't that the norm in this business? What's the average lifespan of most hosts at one property? I mean, some might stay for 20 years, but there's others that move around.
I wasn't a host for all 31 years.
Okay.
I was in the operations end of it. I was a crap dealer, I was a floor man, I was a baccarat dealer, I was a floor man, pit manager, baccarat manager, and then after a good friend of mine who was in the marketing end, Joe Ricciuti, went back with the Cleveland Browns. Him and he gave me his list, and I went into the marketing and started at the Rio in 1999. Okay,
now for people that are recognizing Pat, and I know you're at home looking and going, I know this guy, I know this guy. And what was the name of the show?
American Casino.
Okay, we turn on the TV, and we see this guy, and I go, this guy looks like very, very like intimidating to me and that stuff like that. Really, he's a pussycat, but he does have this demeanor. We watched him and we immediately decided we're gonna stay at the Green Valley Ranch, and we met Pat. First of all, how much did that show, that TV show, do for that property? And do you believe that maybe more shows or maybe people should do more in Las Vegas to show off more properties like this?
I believe that it really exploded Green Valley Ranch.
And you became a celebrity.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but
they followed you to Cleveland at the Italian feast, for God's sake. They went cross country with you, Pat, right?
Yeah, they did.
So now you're over there. They're building this place, the M Resort, which is fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Come out here, ignore the strip, have the guy take a left, go down 10 minutes on the highway, and you're here. When they're building this place, I mean, did they pursue you? Because there's a deal here. You're like a most valuable, you're like a ball player. You can bring something to the table, which is people, right?
Yes, and Anthony Marnell III
great guy.
run the casino at the Rio in 1999 when I got hired there. And about a year before this opened, Anthony came after me and we had a powwow. And
make you feel good?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, you know, some guys, there's people now, how old a man are you now?
I'm 67.
Okay, there's some people that are 50, 55, they can't find a job. Here you got somebody pursuing you, so it had to make you feel good.
It sure did. It sure did, because number one, I couldn't wait to come to work for him because he's such a great boss. He answers his phone. I don't have to wait on an email for 2 weeks or something to get a decision. So I get it right now.
So it's not a corporate type of situation?
No, it's not. It's family-run business, and he's the father of the business.
So to me, and I noticed this about you, I know that you have a personal thing with this young man. It's almost like he seems to respect you a whole lot. And I remember when they were having, you know, when the recession hit, you were worried, and you were worried for him.
Yes.
And you kept telling me, Mike, this kid's a great guy. I don't want nothing to happen to this kid. You weren't like the host going, what about me? You know, I found that pretty revealing about you, Pat.
Well, fortunately, I think at that particular time, I had a couple options. If, God forbid, something bad happened.
So you're more worried about
I was
the young
worried
man.
about him because, listen, he put his life and soul into this property. He made it as beautiful as you can make it.
Absolutely.
He has everything here.
What do you do if there's a guy that wants to drop, you know he's going to drop 5-10 million, and I got the only room available for him, and I'm
throwing you out.
I knew the answer before you even answered. We have a great sports book here. I say we because this is my hangout of choice. We got wonderful rooms here. They got wonderful suites here. If somebody wants to call you, Pat, what's the number that they should dial?
They can dial 702-813-4430.
Pat, you say you're from Chicago. Pat Traficant will take good care of you. Pat, thanks so much.
Thank you, Mike.